time. Forward here by Kenyan. Still a chance. Samuel the substitute. Opts for the dink. Arriving on the back post. There's still a chance. The ball still hasn't got out of play yet. Oh, that's a penalty. Fitsum brought down. Mechel Sports have an opportunity to go in front. There's always scrappy inside that penalty area. Yeah, his feet have been dragged out from underneath of him. Fitsum, finally, there's a chance for the home side to score their first ever goal against hadiya hossana in a home match. Referee making sure that Pepe understands the instructions. You may move along your line, you may not move off it. I will make the call if I need to. With the assistance of his assistant referee, Mr. Nigusi, he has Demetkin Samuel and Lialem Wasihun in support. Now it's going to be Minilu. Then a couple of opportunities from broken play throughout the course of the match. With 7 minutes remaining, can Mechel Sports break the deadlock? The tall man is Pepe. He's made some good saves so far. Minilu! Oh, there was a hand on it from Pepe, but it finds the back of the net, and Mechel Sports find the front of this match. Celebrations all around in the camp of Mechel Sports Club as they score for the first time against hadiya hossana in a home encounter. It was a close run thing as well. Minilu with a penalty went to the right hand side of Pepe, gets the right way as well, did the big keeper. Got a bit of a touch on it, but not enough. Yeah, there might have been that hand that was in the air. Celebrations 80 yards down the pitch from Marian. Closed down the gaps very nicely on Mechel Sports. The box entries were better. The quality of the pass into the zone was better. The penalty area of Mechel Sports Club. That was an improvement from Mechel Sports Club, who struggled to get the ball meaningfully into the penalty area during the first half, but it did improve in the second. At the end of the day, it took a penalty from Wandimu Minilu, and Mechel Sports Club start their new campaign with a victory over hadiya. They win by a goal to nil. Match ended in a 1-1 draw. There were opportunities before that, though. Look at this chance. It was scooped over the crossbar in the very opening stages of the match. A missed opportunity by Fitsum. And a good match overall. There were chances for hadiya hossana as well. Ball pinged into the area. Thomas with the attempted clearance, testing his own goalkeeper, Marian. Have a look at this for a nervous moment at the start of the match for the big centre-back. Trying to clear in one direction and the ball hopping in another. And that's really big vigilance from the goalkeeper, Marian. Play continued. It was the goalless first half in Bahiyada. It was a really good opportunity before half-time. The cross-come shot from the far side by Deshome, easily saved by Pepe. And I must say that Pepe, during the course of the 90 minutes, had a couple of important saves that he made, and he got a little fingertip on the penalty as well. That was eventually scored by Minilu. Later on in the first half, there were more opportunities that were created by hadiya. That scrambled effort from the holding midfielder, Biruk, went wide of the target. Got himself in a good position, didn't quite squeeze the ball past the keeper and on the inside of that right-hand upright. The pressure continued from that right-hand side, and a mistake in the penalty area led to that shot that was saved by Pepe as well. Perhaps his best save of the first half. There were more saves to come in the second half from the big goalkeeper. That certainly was an important effort close to half-time. Into the second half, and opportunities then provided at the back post, and if there'd been a right foot involved from Iyasu, there might have been a different result for hadiya. got himself in a great position. But look at the positioning here from Iyasu. It's absolutely brilliant, except for the final touch. The pressure continued from both sides. Fitsum continuing to apply pressure. Menilu in the penalty area as well. And that was an absolutely terrific shot from Menilu. The ball bounced awkwardly from him. He was falling over as he struck it. But just have a look at the quality of the final touch here. There's the bounce. Boom. Yeah, I think that's a show of a man who is likely to cause a lot of problems for teams in the Bet-King Ethiopian Premier League this season. The free kick was very close to finding the back of the net for hadiya Hossana late on in the match, but it wasn't to be for the visiting side. A good save from Tekla Marian. And then the moment that would decide the encounter, with Fitsum going down and the penalty converted by Menilu. No chance for Pepe, although there was a fingertip on it from the lanky goalkeeper. It was the decisive moment of the match, the only goal of the match. And all 3 points that went the way of Mechel Sports Club. It's a good start to the campaign for Mechel. Replays for full time here at Bahia Dar. A penalty decides the encounter in favour of Mechel Sports Club. Both sides had opportunities in the first half. It ended 0-0. And in the second half, it was much more a turnaround for Mechel Sports, who started to impose themselves more and more on the encounter. And eventually, they managed to earn themselves the penalty that eventually won the match and secures them the 3 points and a place at the top of the table on goal difference. And really, I think, good value for what we've seen from the much-changed Mechel Sports Club. For Hossana, during the first half, there was a really good play from the visiting side. I thought that they closed down the gaps very nicely on Mechel Sports. The box entries were better. The quality of the pass into the zone was better. The penalty area of Mechel Sports Club. That was an improvement from Mechel Sports Club, who struggled to get the ball meaningfully into the penalty area during the first half, but it did improve